Hey guys, Captain Foley here, and it is time for another Eaglemoss product review. So welcome back everyone. Today's episode I don't have the magazine for, as happens sometimes with Eaglemoss, with the way they send me stuff. I don't always get the magazine, which is a bit of a shame. I would have liked to have seen the magazine for this one, however, here we are. So today we're going to be looking at the Scimitar from Star Trek Nemesis. So this is Shinzon's ship. This is a Reman-Romulan hybrid ship, and very cool. It's a Predator after all. Like 74 torpedo tubes or launchers. It's a beast. It's designed to be an overpowered ship that the Enterprise has to square off against. And I gotta say, it is an impressive looking design. It's a lot of people's favorite design, and it's a pretty fantastic ship. Very cool design. Looks very bat-like, but we'll get into that when we start talking about it. So here's the box. Got a great picture of the ship on the front. It says Scimitar right there. On the side, of course, it's got the Star Trek logo, and then on the other side it's got the other ones: Star Trek Voyager, Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Next Generation, and Star Trek Enterprise. On the bottom you got the DPC code up here and the Delta, and just on the back a lot of legal jargons. So let's open her up and take a look. And here it is here. Again, this is a lot of people's favorite design. They really love this ship. I gotta say, the Eaglemoss ship, well, it's big. It's kind of flimsy. The wings are kind of flimsy, as you can see. A few issues that I have with it personally, but it's a cool looking design. As long as it's, on the display shelf, should look fine. But let's get into some of the actual details of this thing. So as you can see, first of all, the size of it, bigger than my hand, so it's a nice size. This is not one of the XL ships, obviously. This is just a standard Eaglemoss ship. Actually, it is, sorry, it does come in the special edition box, so it is a special edition ship. So, excuse me, I am wrong, it is a XL. My bad! Anyway, let's look at the details. So at the front, at the top, well actually let's look at the whole thing overall. It's all one color. It is all this gray silvery color. There's no weathering, there's no accenting, there's no detail. There's a little bit on the bottom, a few different colors, but other than that it's all one color, which is one of my biggest issues with it. It needs some kind of weathering or whatever. However, the texturing in it does kind of give it that look. So it's a sticky situation as far as that goes. But you look at the top of it, again, fantastic detailing on here. A lot of greebly work, a lot of very intricate patterns and details that move along that whole top spine. So I mean, that looks great. Yeah. Looking at the front, you got some weapons ports there and a few other things sticking out. Very cool. Moving to the back here, at the back you got these two pods. Now these don't line up very well. This one is tilted this way a little bit. The other one's more straight, which is a bit of a shame. You can kind of see that there. I'll of course do detail photos of it so you can see how offset it is. There's no detailing on the bottom of them whatsoever. They look very plain, but the inner part here, you've got, looking at it from the side, this is one of the places that has color. You've got these blue accents there. Now whether those are warp nacelle glows or if that's like a window, it's hard to say. Probably not a window on a warship, but it does look very much like a window, so there is that aspect to it. So there's a little bit of color there, a little bit of blue and white mixed in there with the windows or whatever it is. So that looks pretty cool. On the side though of the main body, got some nice intricate, there's a lot of intricate detailing on this. However, it does seem very plain at the same time because there's not a lot of different color variations. The top part here feels metal. It does feel cold to the touch. The bottom is plastic. The wings are definitely plastic, but this top section here, the spine, is all metal. Now moving down to the wings, you got more wing details, almost like a feather or Egyptian detailing. Up there, you got these long phaser lances. Again, it looks like something from Stargate SG-1, like the Death Glider, I think it's called. It's got that kind of feel to it. The wings, again, you got some cutouts there, some negative space in the wing there. Not very much, but again, more feathering detail as well, which is reminiscent of what we see on a lot of Romulan designs. They have that feathering detail. And so again, very, very intricate and very cool looking. Moving to the bottom, same kind of thing. On the main body here, you got some very intricate detail. Again, just a lot of line work, and you got some different guns, smaller ones and then some larger ones. They look like they would be weapons placements of some sort for sure. The bottom of the wing looks exactly the same as the top of the wing. Again, lots of super great detail and just one standard color. But however, when the light hits it, you get black, you get shadows, you get some gray, you get some silver pops. So it doesn't really need the detailing or the weathering, I guess. The detailing does make the weathering have that weathering feel to it because of the dimensionality of it all and the way the light hits it. So I guess it has that going for it. It's missing a lot of color. Now, if you notice here on the front part of the bottom, you got some blue details in there. So there is some blue detailing in there, a little tiny bit. It's hard to see even in person. It does not really pop or stand out at all. On the bottom here, you've got the exact same pod modules as you've got up top. They're shaped exactly the same. They look like they're the exact same 3D render, just scaled down and thrown on the bottom there. So that's kind of an odd choice, but again, it looks fine with the overall look of the ship, so no real complaints there. So a very cool looking ship. Looks, like I said, very bat-like. It does have that bat feel to it, the bat wings. It almost feels like it could be a bat plane for Batman. But, I mean, aggressive from the front. Looks very aggressive from the side. Again, it's an aggressive looking ship. It definitely has a mean feel and look to it. So it does have all that going for it. But yeah, and it's not got a hefty weight to it really. Like I said, it feels very flimsy, especially these wings. Like I would not want to drop this because I'm just afraid these would shear off like right there, and whatever. So, and actually, this is the second one I got. The first one, this one pod was actually snapped off. I think it was actually this side. So I glued it back on, and it went on crooked. And I was like, oh, I tried forever to get it straight, could not get it straight. So I have another one that's glued that they don't look straight. But then I got this one, the replacement, and they're not straight. It's exactly the way when I glued the other one. This one was inset more, or it leans in more, and I thought, oh, I just made a mistake. But apparently that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. I don't think it's supposed to be asymmetrical in that regard. However, it is, and that's quite a shame. Not very pleased about that. Just off the hop, even from the front, you can see that the difference in them. How this one is much more straight, and this one really leans in and is down. And this is not the repaired version. This is the one fresh from Eaglemoss, unbroken when I got it. And the only reason the pod had broken, again, this came with my Excelsior shipment as well. The main box that they were in got really hit with something hard, so everything in the box shifted, and the ships actually shifted within the styrofoam quite substantially. And that's the reason that the nacelles on the Excelsior XL were broken off, and this pod as well. So it wasn't Eaglemoss's fault that it was broken. However, it is Eaglemoss's fault that it's on crooked, so that is a major letdown as far as that goes. But yeah, like I said, these gun attachments at the front here, they have a very Staff of Ra kind of feel, like from Stargate. I forget what the weapon is called, but it's got that look to it. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is a cool looking ship. Johnny's did a great job with it. But a few issues that I have with it for sure. Just, lack of color. And a little bit of the flimsy detail and nature of the of the wings. Like, just, you can actually move them. It's very thin plastic. I am afraid to drop this for sure. You should be afraid to drop any Eaglemoss ship, but this one, I don't know what to say. Anyway, she is a predator, and as such, we're going to go take a look at it on the stand over there and see it in all its stand-ish glory. So let's head on over there, and you know, hopefully we don't have to ram it to end the episode. But anyway, so here it goes. See you over on the stand, guys. Alright, so here she is on the stand, and she does go onto the stand quite nicely. I do like the stand placement here. Eaglemoss did a great job on that, I feel. But you can see more of those details up close here as we scan over the ship. But yeah, that stand placement is great for this. Usually I'm not happy with Eaglemoss's stand placement, but coming into view are those pods, one of which is nice and straight, the other one is very inset and leany. It doesn't look great. So that's a massive complaint for me. But yeah, other than that, I mean, you got some beautiful line work and great detailing on this. Like I said, I just wish there was more pops of color, but I mean, it's not supposed to be a pretty ship. It's supposed to be a mean ship. There again, those pods all offset. Very, very, very frustrating. So, again, has a very bat-like appearance to it, and that looks very cool, I think. The Riemann tech and the Romulan tech working together. Very neat. There's the lower pods. The lower pods are fine, but the upper pods are just, the one leans in way too much. The stand placement is great. I think it's kind of loose on the stand a little bit and points downward a bit, but I like the downward look. I think that's fine. So if you put it on a lower shelf, looks great. Again, you got that aggressive look to it. So, and all the gun placements on the front just looks aggressive and mean, so that's great. If you go to a eye level shelf, again, very intimidating looking ship. A lot of cool shapes and things involved here, so again, very cool for that. So it works really well on an eye level shelf if you're going to display it that way. And moving to, if you want to put it on an upper shelf, you got that bird of prey type look, like when you see a hawk or something swooping down. It's got that forward wing placement, which looks great. And so, yeah, from down below on an upper shelf, again, looks great. Like that view right there, very, very aggressive looking and cool. And those cutouts in the wing right there really show the light coming through. That looks very cool when you have a light source behind it. So, but there it is, guys. As always, if you want to click the link down below, you can head on over to Eaglemoss and put some stuff in your cart, and make sure that you save yourself some money when you check out by using the discount code Trekyards. That'll save you 15% off orders of $50 or more. It's a great way to help yourself out and help us out as well. So please, please do that. This one, since it is a XL or a special edition, will not be included for the discount, unfortunately, but all the standard size ships are, so that's something to keep in mind as well. So if you can, click the link and check it out. So yeah, actually there it looks kind of like a Cylon Raider almost. It's got that kind of look to it. But anyways, a great ship from a great designer in a not so great movie. I mean, the battle sequence was pretty cool, and we are ship guys here at Trekyards, so we do appreciate that kind of thing. But overall, the movie as a whole had a few issues, let's say. So anyway, guys, I would suggest picking this up if you're a Scimitar fan. It is cool. It does have that little bit of issue with the pod, but it can be overlooked. So anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe to both channels, the Captain Foley channel and the Trekyards channel. And by all means, make sure to check out other videos by us as well. And just continue watching the Eaglemoss programs as well as all the other ones we offer. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley, signing off. Bye-bye.